And no, I didn't watch the entire speech. So I was on and off, because I was thinking he was going to done in an hour. I kind of ramble. And that's because like I don't practice anything what I'm going to say. No. So I want to get my other phone because I did make some points because I watched bits and pieces of his rant. And like I saw somebody said at this point, I thought as though he was reading the budget because those what he's talking about development and all these things that they're going to be doing for the next 5 years and the next years and all these things. He's basically doing Ashley Singh's job. So I'm guessing now when Ashley Singh goes to Parliament to pass that budget, all he got to do is hand the budget to Parliament and they just start debating because the president would have said everything that he needed to say tonight. So he would have taken over Ashley's job. I know a lot of you want us to go through the lawsuit too. So I am going to go through that with you. I'm going to tell you how I intend to respond. But listen, this has been a rough week. I got beard me because I really been going through it. Like I honestly really been going through it this week. Not in the sense of I'm stressed and anything, but just that just a lot been happening this week. And I know, and Christmas is one of my favorite. I'm a Christmas person. I love Christmas. That's why. But I told them, Odessa was like, damn well that man wasn't announcing no cash. But I've been telling them, I have been telling y'all from the inception, they cannot announce the cash grant. They don't have no money. They've had no money since the election. All that 58 billion and how much supplementary budget that they would have taken before the election, they would have invested all of that in rigging election September gone. They ain't got no money. They have no money. Contractors are not getting paid, even to the small contractors, the small contractors, people that they promise contracts that are there waiting. They don't, somebody, His Excellency Royal K to say, did you really apologize to Ali's mom? Did I really apologize to Ali's mom? When, where, and how did I apologize to her? When is that going to happen? Did she win a court case? When am I, why and when am I apologizing to her? What are you talking about, Raw Keto? I know that you're a strong PvP, so will you come with the shit, but did I really apologize? Did you see an apology from me to Efren Ali or his mom? When was that apology issued? Let me put down this phone, tag a friend, share the live, and come back. Let me go get my other phone. I was going to wait till tomorrow to do this live, but y'all keep calling. We want the live now. We want the live now. We want the live now. I am a bed watching my series. I heart too. I heart for y'all. I heart. All right. Let me. Okay. Y'all could see me. Okay. Imagine I sing surprise. I can't let this shit move because I ain't get on no bottom. We are in pain as a nation. Let me go get my other phone Odessa so you could text me as I'm on this live. So guys, this is the document, the lawsuit that I received from Bibi Sharima Nisha Ali, who is the president's mother, and she is being represented by a lawyer by the name of Selwyn A. Peters. He's a old auntie man with 5 locks on his head. Here now, coming back. Let me go get my other phone. Don't wait. Because I see you on the line. When I come outside to collect this out of phone and put it back in the recharge things. Y'all ain't gone nowhere. Everybody's still here. Wait, more people come on. Listen, I get it. Y'all really hard. So, you know what? I gotta start getting a moderator for this live because some of these people that just come on this live just distract me. And I don't really got to tell y'all because I'll be reading some of them comment, right? Anyways. First thing, let me don't talk about this lawsuit first. Y'all want to talk about the lawsuit first, or y'all want to talk about the press conference that the president just had? The budget reading that he just had. Because that wasn't an address to the nation. That was budget. He was basically reading the budget. So let me address a few things. So, going across Facebook today, and I saw analysts saying that the government is committed to eliminating corruption. So, mind you, this is the same government. So analysts saying that the government is committed to eliminating corruption within eliminating corruption within his party. Mind you, this is the same Attorney General and this is the same PPP that they say, oh, there is no corruption. Where is the corruption? Right? This is the same government that when we talk about corruption, when you accuse them of corruption, when you provide evidence showing the corruption, that's the same person that is coming and say, oh, what? The same PP representative and propagandist is coming and say, oh, what corruption? But then, now y'all are saying that y'all are committed to eliminating corruption. So, which means the government is basically admitting that there is corruption within the PP. Their ministers are corrupt. Their permanent secretaries are corrupt. Government officials are corrupt. So therefore, y'all are admitting that there is corruption. So y'all can't come and say, oh, we are committed to fighting corruption. You mean y'all committed to fighting the same corruption that y'all said don't exist? And when y'all say y'all are committed to eliminating corruption and fighting corruption, means that y'all are committed to fighting against y'all self, because all y'all are corrupt from the president right down. And this is why there really can't be no fight on corruption, you know, because all of them are corrupt. And let me tell you how what I should say. Let me tell you how these mob bosses, these criminals work. Is the vice president is Irfan Ali, and then make no mistake, then Nandalal comes. He's like the third or fourth powerful person in the party. He's the attorney general, of course. He's a murderer, a thief, a liar. I've said it numerous occasions. I don't need to tell y'all what Nandalal is capable of. Y'all know what Jack Dio is capable of. Y'all know what Irfan Ali is capable of. So this is how they control the economy, and they have a say in anything, and this is how the corruption works. Everybody get their own particular sector. So Anil, he is responsible for the money laundering and stuff when it comes to like the super bets. He is the real owner for Sleeping Casino and all these gambling locations. That is Anil. That's he thing. He is money laundering. He is that thing. And every now and again, he would kill an activist. You know, if they upset here, if they're coming outside the office and beating drums and calling you a crook and saying that the people deserve to go. Every now and again, he'll pay, you know, he and his partner, Anand Prasad, who owns NTN, where I used to work, by the way. Every now and again, they will pay to kill a few activists or, you know, just unalive them. So that's Anil. Then there is Irfan Ali, who has always been corrupt when it comes to the selling of state assets, state lands, and those kind of things. That's he thing. That is why he has such a firm control and hold over the Ministry of Housing. Don't be fooled. Colin Crowell and Susan Roderick, they were just there in namesake. Just like how he's there as the president in namesake. It's like he really and truly, he was the minister of he still is the minister of housing, because he holds on to that ministry, because that is where he makes his money. That's where he made his riches. That is where he started his corruption. That is where he started selling state lands. That's where he started selling lands. That's where he made most of his money, and where he continues to make more of his money. So he holds on to housing and all these things, and he also have all the other corrupt deal that he has his friends fronting. He get the drawback according to, you know, his friends, according to his best friend Sana. His mother will collect the 5%. He has his brother, who is a Canadian citizen, who he just gave all the contract to do those I think it's millions of dollars in I was working on that to get it out, but millions of dollars, millions of US in contract that he would have given to his brother, who's a Canadian citizen. So Irfan Ali, brother, I hope that you are declaring all those international earnings to the Canadian authorities, because I do plan on writing a letter to the Canadian authorities informing them that you would have all these multi-million dollars. Since y'all want to sue me here in America, I only think it's fair that the Canadian authorities are paid their taxes, their correct taxes. So I do hope, Irfan Ali, that your brother that owns Raz Control, I'm going to get the name because I have all the documents, I have everything that he owns. I do hope that he is declaring all of his profits that he's making overseas, his international profit, because as a Canadian citizen, he is required to do so. So I do hope that he's declaring all of his profits that he's making in Guyana from all those contracts that you giving him, that GWI is giving him to build all those water well and all those things that they get going on. I do hope that, you know, he's declaring all of that to the Canadian authorities, because I have a letter that is already prepared and I intend on writing to the Canadian authorities. I do hope that any business that is in your mom's name in Guyana as well, I hope that she's declaring her taxes as well, because I do plan on writing as it relates to where the rich is coming from, how much money in the bank account, and if they're paying taxes on those money in the bank account. Because what your mother and I think we all fail to realize is that when you all sue people, and you all sue people internationally, and you all are going people after Facebook and Meta and Mark, is that you have now introduced yourself and your family to be scrutinized internationally. And that is what I intend to do. I intend to bring the international attention that you guys are looking for to your family. So I really, really hope that all y'all ducks are in a row. Okay? Yes. So then we have Irfan, like I was said, selling houses and the house lots and all kind of thing. He continues to sell state property. As you can see, Mohammed did a video about Sheriff owning these lands and all his friends and family that are using state-owned land. I would have posted last year about where he built a house for his side chick in Eccles on somewhere that was supposed to be a play field or something for the kids in Eccles, in those areas. Then, so he controls that along with his drawback. He got the energy thing going. That's why he put Indar as the Minister of Energy and whatever else, and water and transportation, whatever else he get going on there, because in there is the partner, so they can cook up the own thing with the oil and gas and all that stuff. He can get the drawback from in there, wherever corruption they get going on. Then he get, like I say, he get Jumbo Jet and all them big contractors. Then he get the Trinidadian crew. So let me tell you this man does make money all around. You understand? So when the man see was having when the man tell y'all, we're going to have a beautiful Christmas. What is it? We will have a beautiful Christmas. He was talking about, he wasn't talking about y'all, you know. I know I could have tell y'all that he's not talking about y'all. He was talking about himself and, you know, his Trinidadian friends that he bringing to get contract, and the ministers and their families and all these things. They were talking about themselves. He, friends and family were going to have a beautiful Christmas. He wasn't talking about the 58% of y'all that living in poverty. And I sure is more, because I see this fat fuck. This fat piece of shit. Where is he? This one. This fat piece of shit. Out here saying that, oh, the IDB used all data when they did this survey as it relates to the percentage or the amount of people that are living in 58%, and they use some survey from since 2021. Well, if they use a survey from since 2021, I'm afraid, and things has gotten worse from 2021 to now. Everything has increased. The price and everything has increased. Cost of living is expensive. You're paying $300,000 Guyana dollars right now for a one-bedroom apartment. You can't afford to pay rent. You can't afford to buy food. Children going to 60% or 60% of more of children going to bed hungry when the night comes. So if that survey was done in 2021, and that is the data that the IDB, the Inter-American Development Bank. So these people are actually trying to discredit the Inter-American Development Bank, an international organization, by saying, oh, they did the survey in 2021 and it's an old survey. They need to do a survey now. Well, geez, I'm thinking, well, if they do a survey in 2025, then maybe it's 75% of people are living in poverty and not actually 58%. If they're using 2021, if the IDB, if the Inter-American Development Bank is using 2021 survey, so if they're using 2025, it's probably 78%. Then it's even 78% of people are living in poverty. Right? But the fat fuck, he's another PPP stooge. He mother own New Guyana school. Don't worry about the lady's a Christian lady. You understand? He out there defending, because he's one of them soup drinkers with the PPP. He used to be, listen, all them that just come out here and defend the PPP. Any one of them coming out here to defend the PPP and the nonsense are people who are gaining financially, or being paid, or being handed, or they got to suck up to this government to get the next bread, to get the next paycheck to survive in Guyana. So sometimes you just got to excuse some of them, like this, like, you know, this piece of kungsi here. Right? Not only that, is what bothers me is how these people are so completely out of touch with poor people. They're out of touch with the reality of poor Guyanese. These people are completely out of touch with the reality of poor Guyanese and how they're living, how they're surviving. Because you know why? They don't know what it is to walk in the market and buy oil and get $10,000 and gotta make it stretch. They don't know because they're living the lavish lifestyle. Them and the friends are living off the backs of taxpayers' money. Right? They get free transportation, the lights being paid for, the robbing from this ministry. Every ministry is a corruption going on. And then these are the same motherfuckers that are coming on the internet to tell you, oh, all y'all Guyanese want are handouts. Why y'all don't go look for a job? Meanwhile, Guyanese are working we have hard-working Guyanese that are working 9 to 5, that are getting 100, let's say 120,000. Some of them still getting $80,000 a month and them kind of thing. But let's just say $120,000 a month. We got hard-working Guyanese that getting $120,000 a month and can't make ends meet by the time they don't pay the $120,000 the rent alone. $120,000 of rental room. So they want to come on this internet. They want to come and make it seem as though, oh, Guyanese don't want to work. We are just looking for hands out. Guyanese just looking for handout. And they only talking about cash grant and this and that because they don't want to work. They're lazy. Why y'all don't go get up and get a job? We got hard-working Guyanese that have jobs, working a 9 to 5, working for $130,000 or $20,000 when the month come. That's the rent alone. They can't make ends meet. They can't send the children to school. They can't feed the children. They can't do nothing because they're overworked and underpaid. And they can't make ends meet. But it's always the ones that are stealing tax. Mind you, the taxing, these people that making $120,000 a month, these people money, these public servants money are being taxed to fund these motherfucker lifestyle. Your money is being taxed. The poor money, taxpayer, public servant money is being taxed so that they could fund these fucking government, these same fat fucks, these government official that has come online on social media for tell people, oh, y'all always begging, why y'all don't gonna look for a job? It's the audacity of these fucking people. These people are totally out of touch with reality, out of touch with how poor people live, and these people just don't care how y'all surviving in Guyana. What else? So I don't like come live. Meaning supposed to be cursing. And I've gone off. What else was I looking at? I make a whole note as to what I want to talk about, and you know, some of us not seeing I know some of you guys are not seeing 120,000 when the month come. Some of you are not. Y'all stop sending me requests to join my life, and then when I add